attributes of MCs. One of the major attributes of a good MC is the fact that we need to be punctual, even though many times event planners will call you that, you should be at the hall by 8 a.m. as if you are the one that is the decorator, or you are the one that has set the balloon and everything. But then, it is what it is. So guys, thank you so much for joining again. I'm sure so many other people will join us along the line. I am extremely sorry. I'm terribly tired, but it's all good. I'm just rushing back from a shoot, and usual Lagos traffic, but that's not an excuse. We just need to get things rolling and things balling. First is that I'd like to say thank you to everybody that is here. And what we're going to do is, a lot of people are complaining that the 1 hour is very short. Well, I mean, it's great that, we all have a platform where we all can just come together and then, say one or two things to one another. So for that, I am, extremely grateful. So having said all that, guys, we're all going to, I'm going to open the floor. You know how we do it. It's not a sermon. It's not where I get to talk to everybody. We all are just, trying to discuss, everybody trying to see, how we can find better ways to do so many other things. I think after the last one, I got a lot of guys that, were sending me messages. Hey, Baba Fano, I need program for, there's just one person that woke me up midnight to ask for program for burial. I mean, midnight, guys. Have mercy on me. Don't do dicks to me. It's not fair. But the truth is, we're all here for one another. Then I think there's another thing. I'd say that at the end of the program. So what we're going to do is shout out to everybody that is here. We have a whole lot of other, senior colleagues that are here that are disguising. The first edition also, I got to know that there were a lot of people that I don't want to mention their names. They asked me not to mention their names, but they are here using names that you cannot know, but they're just watching. And I'll tell you why they are doing that later, before the end of the old stuff. So once again, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for, trying to be here. As soon as you enter, please ensure that you mute your mics so that, we don't have interference unless you need to talk. So I'm going to the first thing we're going to do tonight is I'm going to open up, opportunities for us to quickly, tell us how was the first edition that we did, the last month's edition. How did it go for you? And what were the things you were able to use, in the course of this 1 month? So yeah, the floor is open for 3 people. If you are one of those 3 people, just unmute your mic, go ahead and then say something. And please, let's be orderly. If you notice someone is talking, just lock up and wait for the next person to be done. Just 30 seconds each. Let me hear it. You can go ahead.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, boss.
Yeah, my name is Mazi Onwuka.
Sorry, your name is what?
Mazi Onwuka.
Mazi Onwuka, thank you for coming through.
All right, once again, good evening to everyone listening. Okay, quickly to the question. Okay, the truth was, last edition, I wasn't on ground. I missed the meeting, but somehow I was able to watch the recorded program. And I must say, one part that really stuck or that helped me from then till now was the part where you talked about bargaining. I had some jobs that I was supposed to book for December, and that bargaining trick worked out very well. So I'm really, really grateful for that. And also, interestingly, there was something that someone asked in the last meeting. It was pasted in the chat group. Since I wasn't present, I couldn't get access to it because I was watching the video on YouTube. It was asking about how to be funny when you're a corporate MC and people are asking you to be funny. Someone wrote the comment in the chat box. So, but I wasn't here.
Okay, I think Mazi, your network is trying to be funny right now. So no wahala, I got that. Out to be funny in the corporate event. I think we'll get into that. So yeah, thank you so much, Mazi. Let me give somebody else the opportunity to say one or two things. Yeah, if you're that person, just go ahead, please. Hello, everybody. Two more people. If you would like to talk, just unmute your mic and just talk. I have two more people.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
My name is MC Fatkis from Ibadan.
Okay.
So the last edition was really cool enough and it was good. And I learned something. Someone spoke about live band. That was you, I guess. So although I've not been to any events with live band anyway, but I was able to enlighten a very popular MC that goes to weddings, and he was like, guy, how do you deal with live bands? And I was like, you try to run up your schedule and fix it. That's the way you said it. So I said, and he came back that day, he was like, wow, this thing worked. Like the live band, the moment they started spraying money, people were not they were not ready to even laugh again. So they said his role as an MC ended there. So it worked out. Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, boss. I'm grateful. All right, one more person. If you're there and you want to say something about the last edition, you can just please speak up now. Thank you.
Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
All right, my name is Love Product from Zaria.
Love Product from Zaria.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Love Product, how you doing?
Fine, sir. I was in the last class. Zaria is fine.
I wanted to ask that how is Apostle Joshua Selman?
Apostle is doing great, but then for now, because of the Abuja branch, he has been shuffling in and out. So it's not in Zaria full time like he used to.
It's all good. All right,
from Lagos, you know Apostle. That's amazing, no?
Yeah, I have no idea. Apostle is my mentor. It's all good.
Apostle is a father to me, though. So
awesome.
Back to basics, maybe we'll do the Apostle on later. I was in the first class and then I learned amazingly well. Though I've not been able to anchor a wedding after the class, but then I've learned so much, gained confidence. But one of the amazing things that struck me was you talking about the free spirit, you creating an environment around yourself. Now, you might not be the best guy on the block, you might not be the best guy doing the job, but the spirit you carry to an event will make favor, and you citing your example with your hand going to do their stuff and then getting to do the dinner in place of Bobby as at the earlier year. I think that one so stick with me personally, even not on the job now, just as a person, that free spirit thing I've been carrying around, honestly, I've worked magic. And then lastly, awesome. just to add, I think you spoke particularly about not being so much concerned about the price. I think somebody asked something in that area, and then you said just be in people's face, be getting the job, be volunteering and all. You know, it's not all about the money. You're not the AYs yet, so just be on every job. And I think from then till now, I've tried to work around the pricing stuff, and then all through October, I have weddings like today after Saturday. Wow. I think that really worked. Thank you so much, sir. Despite your tired day, you are still up here. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, boss. God bless you. I'm really grateful. Thank you. That's so good to hear. So guys, we already have about 9 minutes gone, and you know it's a very short time. Before we know, time is already not on our side. Great one. So quick recap. Mazi talked about bargaining power, and then how that has really helped, and then how to be funny in the corporate event. Mazi would like to have one or two conversations around that side. When I don't think say as I talk English, pidgin all day, everything day, because all this in our package in a scam. So whichever one works for you. So good. Then MC Fat K spoke about live band Wahala, how that has been able to be great, and how he also has been able to advise some other people. He's saying he can't hear me. Is that from him alone, or everybody cannot hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, so I think it might be your network, bro. Okay, then Lab Product, my brother from Zaria. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Lab Product. Lab Product spoke about the spirit, and I think that was an essential part of our conversation. So I'll just quickly do a shout out to some of the people that are here. I think I see a Teye comedian. In case you don't know, a Teye comedian is a veteran comedian. He's a big brother, big boss. Boss has been in the industry for like forever. Like maybe when some of us were still in, maybe we're still trying to do common entrance. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's been in the game. It's done so many shows back to back. It's an amazing personality. Thank you so much, boss, for joining in. And I think I'm going to put you on the spot before you go. In fact, let me just quickly put you on the spot with, some of the things that we want to deal with tonight. And so tonight, we're just going to go straight to, what the issue is and the things we said we were going to talk about. So I'm trying to, lay my hands on some of the things that, we said that we were going to talk about. Nei, can you please help me find out, some of the things we said we're going to talk about tonight so that, we can get right into it. I'm going to have Eteye first. I'm going to tell him what he's going to speak on. He's going to use, 5 minutes to tell us one or two things about what he thinks. Ayomik, good to see you, my very old friend, and still my consistent friend, Katie Ogulere, good to see you. MC Breezy from Futa, I see you. I see a whole lot of you. Adewale Jolasho, thank you so much. All of you, this is not the night for hailing, so I greet everybody, So yeah, we said we were going to talk about how much can I charge for an event? Do I really need a mentor at all? Why am I not getting as many events as I should? So I'm going to start with why am I not getting as many events as I should? Because really this bothers a whole lot of, this is what we do. It's not like we wear 9 to, some do 9 to 5 and weekends they get this, but for a lot of people, they don't have that luxury. All they have is being an MC. So, if you're not getting events, it can really, really, make you feel bad. So the question is, why am I not getting as many events as possible? So I'm going to open the floor to the legend in the building, Eteye, is going to have 5 minutes from 9:13 to 9:18. Egbo, please, can you unmute and, talk to us? Let's hear from you. Why do you think people are not getting as many events as possible?
All right. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can.
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Yes, we can hear you.
Good evening once more. All right. I believe this is our industry. Is like we need to work on ourselves. Very, very important. And then we have event planner. At times, our attitude, our character can even make us not to have events. Now, like I told you, I said, we all are not perfect. Like somebody like me, there was a time there was no event, Saturdays, months, no events. And I just told myself, everybody don't have events that will cover the other event, maybe big money like 500, 600. But I told myself, those little 150, 200 can go a long way. Once you are relevant. So what I did is that I needed to work on my character. Like most comedians will say, it's very hard. No, until you come closer. So what I said to do is that number one, you need to work with event planners. First, you need to work on your complementary cards.
Oh my God. It's like Egbon's network is playing a fast one. And it was just about dropping some really, really important words. We spoke about his character, how character can really help us. I'm hoping that it will come back. Yes, please. A whole lot of people needs to mute. You know how Zoom is. That's the wahala. There's a little less stuff that we all can do. Trying to beg everybody to please kindly mute their mics when you're not talking. Yeah, so I'm hoping to have Iteye back. As soon as I have him, I would have him continue with what he was saying and complete it. Okay, Egbo is back. Yeah.
Just because I'm doing something, I just wanted to just join this thing because I love the package. Like I said,
Okay.
we need to work on our complimentary cards. Get your complimentary cards. Let it be on point. Get a compliment. Very, very important. Don't just say, if I go here, I'll give them my number, I'll call my number. There's time, man. You go to an event, you say, can I have your card? And you're not with your card. Please, how would they remember you again? I said something, they said, from one event, at least 7 events. From one event you attend, you have to get 7 events. So the reason I would say this, work on your character.
Okay. All right. Okay. Wow, boss, thank you so much. I'm sure that, network will not let you do all the justice that you like to do, but that was amazing. In the time that you were able to share what you shared with us. Guys, in case you did not hear what he said very well, I think he spoke about, while waiting for the 500K event, 600K event, come on. You just thought about it that waiting at home all this while, it'd be like, say, it's okay to just do, if the 150s, the 200s are coming, man, apple loaf is better than pop-off. So, you can jump on it and then you can still do that. And, it mentioned the character, and then it spoke importantly about your complimentary card. Your complimentary card will go a long way to help you because people can ask you for an event. I remember that, I don't know, maybe last year or thereabout, somebody called me for an event and he said, even now that he doesn't watch TV, he does not know me, but the last time he saw me was 5 years ago, and he just saved he has my card, that he just picked the card from that 5 years ago, and then he just called, the number. So I know that it can be very hard, it can be very hard to do a very good complimentary card, something of standard, but you need to look at it from this way that, come on, are they secure my future? Are they plan my future? So it's just like, say, you want to go university, but they say you don't get money for JAM. Come on, you have to look for the money for JAM because the waiting will make you enter the school with that. So you have to see this as a great investment, invest in it, put in money and stuff. Do you understand? So I think, yeah, that's it. Maybe, I don't know if you can help me be muting or okay, awesome. All right, so yeah, those are the 2 points that he mentioned. I'm sorry, we need to keep speeding up. There's no time. Before we know it, 20 minutes is already gone. Funny Willie Mouth, thank you for joining us. I'm so sorry. I might not be able to. I just need to, make sure everybody's saying 1 or 2 things before, we continue. So what I'm going to do is I'd like to give Ayomik. I don't know if Woli 3310 is here already, and I don't know if Arule is here already. If you guys are here, just let me know. Woli 3310 and Arule, when you guys are in, can you let me know? You can just send a message, on the chat group to tell me that you're already here, so that if it's a private one, I don't mind, in case you don't want people to know, which one you're using to say hello. So Ayomik, I want you to unmute. Tell me, why do you think people are not getting as much event as they should in your own little way? You can come in, introduce yourself, and just tell us, why do you think people are not getting as much event as they are? Go ahead, bro.
Good evening, boss. Thank you so much for the privilege. I appreciate it. I do not take it for granted. Good evening, everyone. My name, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you perfectly.
Okay, great. My name is Ayo Mike. So basically, straight to the question that my Oga asked, I think one of the reasons why people do not get events as much as they should is because they probably are not exposed. What it means is that, take for instance, if you have a very good product, but you decide to put it under, or you put it in a shelf, you know, or somewhere that is very, it's not noticeable, nobody will walk up to it or nobody would notice that product. So one of the things that we need to do as master of ceremonies is that we need to put ourselves out there more. We need to talk about what we do. We need to be proud of what we do. Own it, basically, because I mean, this is your craft. This is what you make out of it is determined by you, basically. So I know that a lot of people would do advertisements. They would meet with people. So sometimes people start from their inner circle, right? So you're starting out freshly. You want to be known for what you do. Start first of all with the people in your space. So I'd always say that, as with every craft, a lot of people started in the church. You know, music in the church. For me, I discovered my own talent about hosting events basically from the church. So there is always a platform that is very close to you, or there's a platform that you probably have right now that you're not making use of. How many people are you connected to know what exactly you do, right? Are you speaking about this thing that you do?
So I think network is really dealing with everybody tonight. Everybody.
Have you learned the basics? Do you have a mentor? Someone who you can go to events with, and you literally. Sorry, can anyone still hear me?
Yeah, we're trying, but it's like your network does not have a mentor.
Funny enough, it's showing 4G here.
Okay. I think your network is doing slow-mo.
Yeah, probably.
But it's good. I think that works for us. I think we've been able to learn one or two things from what you said, and that's what we're going to take from here. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. We still have like 2 other topics to talk about, and even this one we have not even hit the the nail on the head. This is night 23. We have a lot to talk about. So let me just quickly, why I give people opportunities, because all of us, we need to, why I'm asking people to talk is we can't all see it from the same angle. People see it from different places, and then you'll be shocked at what you can learn from everybody that is speaking. MC Flex, I see you, and I pray that your show is going to be a hit. It's going to be sold out in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, guys. So, with what Ete and Ayo Mike has already said, I think I spoke about this last week. I want you to understand something, guys, that you're not getting events back to back is not a real problem in itself. The problem is, what are you doing about it? Because immediately you see that, okay, a month is gone. To do anything for 1 month. Then the second month is already coming. You're not asked to do anything. The problem is no longer what you think the problem is. The problem is now that what are you doing about it? Are you sitting down feeling sad? Are you looking for ways, to change that situation? How many times have you prayed about it? Because this is your life. It's not like you're doing this part-time. Guys, like, you want to do this long term. Try and get what I'm saying. You have a long-term plan. This is what you want to do. Guys, see, the Bengade Inca, the first, has been doing MC since when I was in primary school. Baba is still doing it till now. Get the issue. The issue is that the older generation are not leaving. The younger generations are coming to join them in the business. So it means that if you're not getting an event right now and you plan to do this forever, understand that there's going to be younger generations that are going to come and join you people in the industry. So this is what you want to do all your life. You must be willing to, put all your life into it. Do you understand? So you have to take it as serious as that. So let me now tell you, if you now see that you are not getting jobs like that, you can now sit down and begin to think about it, because the truth is, it's not possible that there are not things that are happening around you. It's not possible. No, it's not possible. So, but two things I'm going to talk about. Your Instagram, what is going on your Instagram? I don't care if you have 400 followers. That's not the point. I don't care if you have 189 followers. That's not the point. The truth is, how does your Instagram page looks like? Let me tell you a lie today. Let me tell you a lie. I have guys that all they do is events. They get more jobs. I mean events. They get more events than, let me see, who are your Instagram sensation? Lassie Elenu, MC Macaroni, who are they? MC Shaggy, Brother Shaggy. I have normal guys who have just 4,000 followers on Instagram. They get events weekly than these people. You know why? Let me tell you why. You see, your Instagram, the world is driven by social media right now. You already know. I already told you the back end. Back end is prayer. And that's the back end. But the front end is that if you have dealt with the software, you don't want to face the hardware now. Your reality. What happens is that if anybody is trying to do an event, they just start scrolling on Instagram. Immediately they start scrolling and they stop by on an MC page. Immediately Instagram starts to suggest some other MCs for them. And how does Instagram suggest? They suggest based on the kind of things that they are posting. In fact, sometimes if you want to do an advert, they will tell you that, should we show it to the likely people that are your audience? You'll be wondering, how come they know my audience? They know your audience because of the kinds of things you post. So I get your Instagram page. I don't know if you are selling shoe, or you are selling boxers, or it's roll-on you are selling, or you are just on a cruise. I don't know what you're doing. Your Instagram page has to show. So that's the point. If you're not getting jobs, you need to start looking at the things that are not in place. You get to an event, the first thing you want to do, you're not yet a known name. So you get to an event, the first thing you want to go and look for is the professional photographer near the guy. Tell him, boss, my name is this is, and I see that, bro, the way I see your camera and the way you are holding it, I know you are going to be amazing. And I know that they are going to be great shot. That's going to take me to the next level. Egbon, I want to give you this 1K. Is a seed. Let me use it to buy data. I beg you. As I'm working, any shot you can give me, I'll be grateful. Just sow that 1K seed. Let the person just PM. Trust me, they will send your pictures before they send to the people that are doing the wedding. You see, just that 1K, Pompolo will go a long way. And those pictures are very important. And let me tell you, you're not getting as many events. Don't stress yourself. If you're that person that you don't have so much events, don't collect one picture of a wedding. Like you collect 12 pictures of the wedding. You now post everything. You post it in one. You select 10. Pam, 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 pam. You now post it. What are you posting in one? What do you want to post tomorrow? Don't stress yourself. If you've done only one job in a month, make sure that one job you have done is sufficient for you to, if you collected like maybe 10, 15 pictures, spread it like that, be posting it every year. The same job, post it. Let me get to your page and let me see that this is what you do. That's all. Let me know that this is what you do. And some of you, your WhatsApp is something else. See, there's a secret of advert. Let me just quickly tell you. For those of you that do PR, if you're watching TV, they show you Maggie, they can just say no. Maggie, no. You're watching ball. There's nothing that concerns ball and Maggie, no. As you're watching Netflix, you just see a movie, then they show you no. Now, you don't have any business with no. It's none of your business. But they don't care. So what they are doing is that they are placing some things in your consciousness, in your subconscious, in that areas that you're not looking at. My brother, I want to tell you a secret. The first day you decide to go to the market and there's anything that has to do with Maggie that comes to your head, the first name that will ring in your head is no, because that's the only thing they have been able to successfully plant in your brain. So what am I saying? I'm saying that your Instagram, your WhatsApp must be filled in the areas. Don't join the people that say my own status is for cruise. If you don't like cruise, go and die. You are just deceiving yourself. It's cruise people will know you with. Get those your jobs. Fill it with your WhatsApp. Let people know that if you just click this guy now, his event you will see there. So see, whether you like it or not, people, anything can happen in your area. Anybody can be with anybody, and they say, I need them to see, Molare Canton Shems, oh, Daku is a lie. They don't know whether you are good or not. But because that every day they see what you're posting, you have planted a lot of stuff in their subconscious, and that's a major key. So when people see you, the first thing they remember is not that you're a fine boy. When they see you, it's not that when they see you, make sure that guy is an MC. That's the first thing that comes to their brain. I said it earlier, that if you have made up your mind that this is what you want to do for life, then you might as well dedicate those part of your social media. It might as well be, that's your office, bro. That is your office. I'm telling you, it is your office, and very soon, whether you like it or not, people will soon start monetizing WhatsApp. I'm telling you. See, technology will keep increasing. Very soon, people that have a lot of views, I can post something now and then I can have about 4,000 to 5,000 shares in a day. Very soon, those kind of things will be monetized. You need to make sure that you're using those kind of platforms to let people know what you do. I'm sorry, I will not be able to, say more than that because there's a lot. So I just added that block to, what everybody has said. Make sure, the first thing is that, your character is a lot. Your card is very important. You must make sure that, you get your card together. And then, your mic was speaking about your brand visibility, how, things can, how you need to try and make sure that your brand is seen and stuff. And then I added the fact that one of the ways you can solve that problem is that you must make sure that you are painting everything that your WhatsApp, your Instagram. Bro, I beg you, from today, I want to beg you, go and arrange your Instagram page. I beg you. Delete everything that does not make sense. Delete it away. Arrange your how do they call it? Your Instagram. Arrange it in such a way that immediately I open it. Let me tell you what I do. When people call me for an event and I'm booked, I'm sorry, can you recommend? They will say, please, can you help us recommend about 3 people? What I do is I send them 3 people. And every time the person they pick, I can tell why they picked the person. I can literally tell. It's because immediately you click that person's page, it's obvious that this is not a kid event. You don't even know what the person has done, but you're sure that this person will kill the event. Back up. Then this is a secret that people will not tell you. Let me quickly tell you. Guys, you see, at random, once in a while, go on YouTube, look for maybe 1999, 2005, or 2010. In fact, you can look for now. There are so many AY Live comedy show. There are so many Crack Your Ribs. Once in a while, just watch it. Watch it. Look for like maybe 3 liners. It's not your joke, I know. Don't kill yourself. You have your own original jokes, I know. But sometimes just check the line of thought of those guys. Watch that comedy 1 hour. Just watch it. Invest in yourself. People that are studying masters, they are reading. You too, get that kind of content. Watch it for 1 hour. Listen to some jokes. Look for how you can turn maybe a major factor in the joke. Take it. Back up. In fact, there are some one-liners that will save you at events. One-liners. Collect it. Back up. Store it in your brain and lock up. It's already there. There's some very simple things that, I might not be able to mention here, but they are extremely important. Take them like that, put it in your brain, and be ready to use it at your event. And bro, don't go and test new material on a ground that is not looking great before they go and stone you. you will know the time that you want to choke those kind of, stuff in. But, I just had to quickly add that this is 9:35. We need to move on. So the second thing that we said we're going to talk about is, let's quickly go back to, if you can settle this, trust me, if you can use the months of September and October to arrange your page, look for all those guys. Send new materials like you get one day. Nobody they do, you get one day again now. You get one day. If you say you get one day, nobody can listen to you. Okay, so yes. The last thing we're going to talk about is mentor, but I would like to talk about charging for him. I think we already mentioned charging for an event, but somebody asked a question that I would like us to tackle again, which is how to be. Yes, I was talking about page arrangement. I think I've already finished that. Page arrangement is very important. If you don't know how to arrange your page, you need to look for MCs. Just search for some other people here. There are a lot of them here that arrange their pages a lot. And if you don't have what you can use to arrange your page, I already told you how to do it. Go on, immediately you get to an event and listen. In case you don't have an event that you can even use your money to bribe the photographer, don't worry. Look for people that have event, your guys. Follow them to the event. It's not a problem. When you get to the event, talk to the photographer by the side. Don't worry. You're not going to take your guys' shine. There are just some moments that you just want to back up, just go to there, do like this, do like that, back up. You see, there's some things that I'm able to do now because maybe I'm starting to have small name. So I can afford to post some other things. Before, hey, you need to scroll down and see my page. My page is, let me tell you how to arrange page. What we do is 1 video, 2 pictures, or 2 videos, 1 picture. So when you get there, it's very beautiful. You can try it. It can be 3 pictures, 1 video, 2 pictures, 1 video. Because Instagram is 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So when you get there, it's very arranged. There are pictures of events and there are videos of events. Do you understand? So when they get there, they know this is what this guy does and all that. That's how to arrange your page. God will bless you. I'm trusting that we are going to have a physical masterclass. And the last edition we did was in 2019. I'm working on the team. The Rhelax is working on another one for I think sometime in November. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be big. It's going to be physical. We're going to be having all the big names. They're going to be involved. All the power we can put together, and we're all going to see ourselves. But my own, we don't talk alone. We will talk and we'll eat. So it's going to be a buffet atmosphere and all that. So we discussed that later on. So yeah, somebody talked about how to be funny at corporate events. Is there anybody here that does corporate events? Don't worry, MC Flex. Your event is November 7th, Sunday. Actually, it's for MCs. So I'm probably going to do the event on a Tuesday because MCs, I can't put it on weekends. So it's going to be Tuesday where everybody will just have time from morning till afternoon. Who's talking? Do we have people who do corporate events here and you want to help us out with that question? Who is Church Boy, you? Church Boy, please mute. Okay, so who wants to help us with, who does corporate events and wants to help us? Is there anybody like that?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. Please introduce yourself.
Good evening, MC Rhelax. This is MC Akinola.
Hey, okay, MC Akinola. How are you, man?
I'm fine, sir.
I missed your call. I was shooting.
Sorry. Yes. I will talk to you tomorrow. There's something I will discuss later on.
All right.
Yes. So I do corporate events. In fact, I started out with corporate events before I started adding the weddings.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So what do you want me to answer?
Yeah. So somebody asked how to be funny in a corporate event.
Usually for corporate events, you need to understand what kind of event it is, what kind of audience. There are some programs that are filled with professors and, it's going to be different from the one that are for maybe the end of the year program for bankers, for instance. So most of the time, you might want to pick jokes from what is going on at the moment, spontaneity. You know, you might want to talk about maybe the appearance of the head of that organization that is putting the corporate events together. You might want to pick some jokes from the walking style. Just ensure that you are spontaneous. That really goes a long way. Then corporate events is not one that you want to be cracking too many jokes. You focus on the arrangement of your program. You have a lineup already. Then you just drop one or two things that will just relax the atmosphere, and you switch immediately to the next thing. Or else, you know, people might be too serious and they will be like, oh, we're getting carried away from what exactly we're here for. So usually just focus on, you know, the events and slot in one or two jokes to majorly ease down the tension of the program. That's it.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Akinola. That was amazing. But spontaneous, notice your crowd, the audience, know the audience, and don't be too carried away by being a comedian. What we'll do is I'm just going to give maybe 2 or 3 more people opportunities to speak up, and then you have 1 minute to tell us, you know, and stuff. Jason.
Oh, me how to talk? Oh.
All right, go ahead. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Olubenga.
Olubenga, please go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I do corporate events and but I'm still in the beginner stage. But one of those
Right.
problems I do face is this corporate event, they want you to crack one fun joke or whatever. And I just don't even know how to crack a funny joke because I used to tell them, yeah, I'm not a comedian, I'm just an MC. So I don't even know how to impute comedy in stuffs like that. And that's one. Then 2, getting events has always programs has always been a problem. Before you get events, you know, you have to sweat and stuffs like that. So I guess that's the second problem I'm having. Then people see that when you tell them that, oh, I'm an MC, stuff like that, they'll tell you, oh, can you do? Because we are still small and we are going big. So they always want to take you to programs whereby like club party where you can just do all this jamboree stuff, but it's part of that problem. And I see myself, I'm not the kind of energetic person that you are. So it has always been my problem, and I believe I think I can find a solution. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Benga. I really like the points that you mentioned. I really, really love it. I'm so excited that, you know, that is who you are. Yeah, let me just read out what Flex just said. You know, all these veterans. Flex said, I guess it's not necessary you are a comedian. Just have a sense of humor. You can create jokes with your audience. Okay, Tosin Agbaji said, be attentive. You always have something to say after every speech. Just do situational jokes. Okay, Benga. Okay, just before I say anything, I think there's somebody that said they would like to add something. So I'm going to give Theophilus and Dynamics 1 minute. So yeah, Theophilus, can you go first? Then I will have Dynamics, and then we'll do just one minute.
Good evening.
Good evening, boss.
Good evening. Thank you very much for the privilege. So here's the thing. Akela already touched on that. I started.
You might need to speak louder than that too.
Event, and to be honest, I had. Hello, can everyone hear me now?
You might need to speak louder than that.
Everyone hear me now?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay, so I started hosting events with corporate events, and luckily for me, I had a mentor who gave me a pretty big platform. It's probably the biggest platform because I finished from Obafemi Awolowo University Ile-Ife. So there's such a place called Oduduwa Hall. So he gave me probably the biggest. Then that was how I started, and I think Akela mentioned on something which I would like to say in a statement is read the room. there are certain places, there are certain events that, like Akinola rightly said, you would see professors alone. They don't want jokes. They are not interested in your jokes, as it were. You would see some that it's a mixed audience. Some of them are young, some of them are old, yet they are interested in a little bit of humor. I think one thing we can first do is, even before you talk, let your appearance do the talking. Let the way you appear, let the way you are dressed, what you are wearing, let it attract people to you. Even when you don't say a joke, necessarily tell a joke, they are fascinated by the way you look. They like the way you dress. They already have a soft spot for you. So they aren't exactly waiting for you to tell a joke. They just like the fact that, oh, I like this. I like the way this guy is appearing. I like the way this guy is dressed. And so in doing that, like, and also as someone said too, say certain things, or have a little bit of humor after every speaker. Just touch up on what somebody says, or probably the speaker said, I like food. Touch up on something relating to food. So always have something to say after a speaker talks, not just, all right, so the next speaker is, no, they don't want it. They know who the next speaker is, especially if they have the lineup of program. So say something that appeals to them, something that captivates them. But most importantly, the way you dress, the way you look, even before you see anything, matters.
Thank you so much, Theophilus. I think that
You're welcome.
if I ever have an opportunity to do this class again, just before the physical one, I think that I'm going to choose a whole day. I mean, a whole night like this. We're going to discuss dressing and stuff. What Theophilus mentioned is extremely important. I think I've tried to deal with it in the past, but I would really like to talk about that because it's one of my areas of some of the area that I really love. Dressing, the way you are dressed and stuff. Okay. I'm not sure I can take all this hand that I raised, but JC,
Yes, sir.
JC, just please make sure it's 1 minute. Let's go.
All right. Good evening, everybody, and MC Rhelax. Thanks for this wonderful opportunity to learn once again. So, for me, I think corporate event has to do more of understanding. Do your background research about the program, what the program intends to achieve. Once you get there, you look at the kind of audience that they're, like a lot of other great comedian or compare said earlier.
Thank you for calling Shapex TV. My name is Olubenga. Can I take your order, please?
Hello, Olubenga, your mic is on.
Olubenga, we never enter one chance like this.
So, as I was saying, understanding, doing your own background research as an MC is actually key to the success of every corporate event. You want to go there looking corporate. You want to touch up on what the company stands for. Like something I learned from one of our bosses was, once you are anchoring a corporate event, you make yourself part of the organization. You speak from the point of knowledge as a member of the organization, not like someone afar. So even when you are picking your jokes, your short jokes, it should be precise, it should be short, it should be spontaneous. Like the first guy said, straight to the point, and you want to move on. You don't want to waste their time because they are on schedule. That's all I have to say. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, JC. I'm really grateful. All right, Dynamics, if you have something that is not what people have already said, you can go ahead for another 1 minute. Dynamics.
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening,
everybody. What I really want to say is regarding the corporate event. Corporate event is actually a very, very sensitive event in the sense that you have a lot of notable personalities and you have professionals and all that seated there. So if, for instance, you as an MC, you have a corporate event, I want to advise that you go and make research. Is very, very important because whatever you think of doing, somebody has done it even more better. So the only thing you have to do is make research and improve on it. That's the only thing, because if you say you want to do it yourself, and another thing is you have to be unique in your own way. Don't try and be like some people. Like I could remember there was a time I was invited to a church to do an event, and I was just trying to behave like someone, and it was a total flop. So you have to behave like you yourself and try to be better than the person who you look up to. I think that is one unique thing. And secondly, is whenever you are in front of people in terms of events, always try to avoid insult, because there are some MCs I know. I'm from Warri actually. There are some MCs I know. They always say this: for you to be very, very funny, you have to yab someone, you have to watch someone or insult someone. So you try to avoid insulting people, because you might be very, very good in cracking joke and insulting people. That might be the last opportunity you will have. But when you are sensitive, in the sense that your presentations are nice, they carry people along, and you try as much as possible to make people have fun without insulting them, you're only making yourself available for other opportunities and other jobs. So one thing is, we should try as much as possible to avoid insulting people. That's the major reason why we have to look at what people have done before and reinvent or improve on it. So that's just my contribution, sir. Thank you very much for this great opportunity. I really.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, to those professors and lawyers, what is funny? This is from Funny Willie Mouse. Professor never correct you before for event. I'm gonna correct my guy, like, MC, don't you have another adjective to use apart from right about now? Okay, everybody, can we try to mute back? We have such a very short time. 1 hour is never enough. All right, so everybody has said everything. If you can take what everybody has said tonight, trust me, you'll be in the right jacket. I'll just like to also add one or two things to, what Benga, Olu Benga is going through when he says that he's not a comedian at all. And, having to go through with the pressure of they're telling you, you need to crack jokes, you need to do this, you need to do that. I'll touch on that. Then I'll also touch on, what my brother said when he said abusing, you need to be sensitive. So the issue about yabbing people is that you might need to be very careful if you don't have a name yet. What I mean is that if you don't have a brand yet, there's a set of people that I cannot talk to anyhow, but Alibaba can talk to them anyhow. I've seen events where Dangote is sitting, Otedola is sitting, and what's his name? Alibaba, we yab them successfully because somehow they are in the same age range. They were younger when it started. They were all together, and that can make sense. So you can have that platform to say such things, not necessarily yab, but those kind of shotguns that you can drop. And guys, I'm still very particular about one thing. Where I did talk. I feel like many of us we're still all about the MC. What do you do? I'm an MC. What do you do? I'm an MC. No job. It's like we are not actually getting our hands dirty. We're not getting in the. We know they enter. We know they enter. So, for example, do you know that at corporate events? Let me shock you. If you don't have jokes, do you know that you can have good diction? Like you can talk so well that even them, they will not have mind to tell you to tell jokes. Let me tell you an example. Ebuka does not know how to crack any joke. One. What's this guy? Egbon IK. I'm trusting that IK will be at the masterclass, the physical one. IK does not know how to crack joke. In fact, IK has a comedy show that he is doing on African Magic. He has his own channel that he does comedy nights. Egmont does not know how to comedy nightclub. Thank you. Egmont does not know how to crack jokes. But see, Olubenga, there's something that you need to know. As long as you've decided to be in this job, you don't need to you don't need to know how to crack jokes if that's not your lane. I don't like when they try to bend people's neck to say this is the life you must take. No. But you cannot afford to now be rigid. You can't be monotonous. Do you understand? You don't necessarily, we're in an informative age. In this informative age, you don't necessarily have to say jokes the way they say jokes when they say that you want to tell an incident. No. See, you are speaking to very intellectual people. So all you want to do is, people have talked about do your background check, but really, you need to look for things that are one-liners. Okay, for example, we've been in front of Professor Wole Soyinka. Professor Wole Soyinka, if you're hosting an event that Professor Wole Soyinka is, the event planner will tell you, then Wole Soyinka will call you himself, that come here. Have they told you? Jokes are not allowed here, okay? You are not allowed to do jokes here, okay? You will say, yes, sir. But the truth is that if it's a Lagos event, you are just coming, you just face traffic. So you're just saying that, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you agree with me, but I just believe that the traffic in this Lagos is caused by a demon. It can't be natural. You're not necessarily saying a joke, but you're saying a truth. You need to have your own one-liners. You need to have realities that you can say that is real. Everybody knows it, that this is the reality. For example, you are saying, guys, you guys that are in Lekki, you guys are great too. I really appreciate people that live on the island, because I don't understand. I've been seeing some things, because I stay on the mainland. So as I was coming to the island now, in traffic, I'm seeing some things. I'm seeing somebody selling dog in traffic. Sorry, people buy dog in traffic. You just said that. You just, and then people will remember that, not true, that they sell dog for traffic. Because they're true. Who they buy? So you are saying, so let me tell you what joke is in the 21st century now. Joke is not necessarily, people are not trying to stress their brain. It's just, you are reminding them of something that is absurd, that happens every day. So immediately they remember, they say, not true. Who they buy dog for traffic? That's it. So you need to have those kind of one-liners that can help you. Do you understand? Because right now you see people that, yes, now they sell monkey for traffic. They sell all sort of things. They sell machete. Do you understand? So you need to be very careful with all this kind of stuff, and you need to have your own point. Whether you like it or not, you're not a comedian. I appreciate you, but you must have your own one-liners that you are prepared. Whether you stole it from your mentor or your mentor or your tormentor, anyone, it's good for you. But in the station where you're mandated as an MC to make sure you raise money, by all means, to raise money. No, now that one I don't think we can discuss. This one now. Please, every personal question, we're going to discuss it after now. The last thing I want to talk about before we go is, do you need a mentor? Guys, trust me, from everybody that has spoken tonight, I have learned a lot. I've seen all of you, Comedian Gio. I see your commitment continually. Flex, thank you so much for all the messages you're dropping. Willie Mount, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Everybody, Agbaje, you've been so, Agbaje, you've been talking back to back. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. There's one thing I would like to mention before we go, and I want to tell you that the WhatsApp group that we created, I promise you, we've made it in such a way that it will not be a burden to anybody. The only thing that we release there is when we are having another masterclass like this, or when we want to actually do the physical class. What we're going to, it's going to be very massive. It's going to be a time where anybody's not really that busy. It's going to be like a weekday where we can all sit down together, and then we can have a full day. It's going to be massive. So, but before we go, guys, I want to mention and let me say this also before we go. Please, guys, many people want my number. You want me to save your number on my phone? It's not a problem. I've gotten a lot of stuff like that. Just be on the WhatsApp group, drop a message to anybody that you know on this. They will add you to the WhatsApp group. But please, if you want me to add your name to my phone line, all you have to do is send me a WhatsApp message and say MC. Put the name that you want me to save it with, MC Josephine. And please don't message me in the midnight to send you program. Please. But if there's any question you want to ask me, I would always answer you. But before we go, guys, please, this one is very important. If you did not hear anything, please, you need to hear this. This is the real reason why I picked September edition of this program. This is the main reason. Do I really need a mentor? I am begging you. I am begging you. Please listen to this. It's just 2 lines of thought, but please listen to it. Please, many of you are making a mistake. And the mistake is that you think that you need Ali Baba to be your mentor before you can be great in life. You think you need Shayilo, you need I Go Save, you need Ebuka to be your mentor. And so that's why every night and day you are in their DMs. You are sending them messages every day. You are just deceiving yourself. I'm honest with you. I'm telling you the whole truth. Guys, some of the people I sent messages to while I was still struggling, I wish I did not. Right now, I am wishing I did not send anybody no message. Trust me, people don't really care about you that much. Oh no. People are actually really, really genuinely busy trying to look for their own life. People, guys, at every stage of greatness that every man gets to, is actually not sitting on that greatness. He's actually looking through to the next stage. Everybody that you're looking to right now, they are actually in their head. They are racking how they can get to the next stage. When you send your DM, they just see another liability. They are not interested. I'm telling you the truth. They are really, because for everybody you send a message to, there are other 6,000 people that are also sending a message to. They really don't care about you. And it's not because they are not caring. It's because they also are actually dreaming. They are also swamped in the journey of being great also. They're also on their own journey. Basket Mouth wants to be as great as Kevin Hart. He's running his life. He's hoping that one day it will be like that. And every time you see Ebuka is looking at Trevor Noah. He's hoping that one day I'm going to be like that. And so what is the real way? What is the real thing that you really need? You might necessarily not have every access to the great names, the big names. But trust me, there is one person that is doing it right there beside you. There is one person that is right there beside you that is doing it right. This one person has started before you. He doesn't need to be great. Hey, listen to me, guys. I'm telling you the truth. What you want, see, people think that it is the greatness of your mentor that will determine your own greatness. It's a lie. It's not totally true. If you have access to the big names, why not? Let Bobby be your mentor. But if you don't have access to them, trust me, the little one, they are enough already. If you can have somebody, I see somebody in Kaduna trying to get a mentor in Lagos. For what? That would be your role model. You're not your mentor. Guys, what you need from your mentor is simple. You just need someone you can be loyal to, someone that you can serve under, someone that you can go to events with and just be honest in your heart. Let me tell you, what God rewards is just your faithfulness. It's just the heart. If you can just be loyal and be faithful to that guy, God will actually open greater doors for you. There has to be, see, the whole race. I talk about Jesus. When Jesus was going, he said, greater works than this you will do. The whole agenda is that you have to be greater than your mentor. That's the reality of life. If you're not greater than your mentor, then you are with a tormentor. That's a mentolitum. He's not a mentor. You have to be greater. And all you need is see, let me tell you, what you really need is not learning, what's the program? Grand entrance of the groomsmen, grand entrance, not necessarily. You can Google those things. What you need is to stay with someone who you can serve. That's all. He that is faithful in little, he's already faithful in much. Your reward will come. Just stay with someone you can serve under, someone that, in fact, all your work can just be follow him to events and be snapping him. That might be your work. You're not going to do it forever. For that period of time, you are serving. Bro, Wizkid took under Banky W. Wizkid is time 28,000 bigger than Banky W. Two-Face stayed with Kenny's Music. Two-Face is time 6,000 bigger than them. The mentor you have, just make sure that you are that person who just stayed, because what you want to receive is an atmosphere of impartation that, no, this one has served. There's a check that they mark in the spirit. Guys, let me tell you, whether you like it or not, there's something called gravitational force. If you say you don't know, If you go to 3-story building, if you jump, you will fall, your leg will break. If you say you don't know, the fact that you don't know does not mean that there is not a law that is actually real. Same with these things. There are some things that are natural law. Check. Let me quickly give you an example. There is nobody, there is no artist in Nigeria. There is no artist in Nigeria like this that has left their record label with fight that is making it in life. No one. Immediately they leave with fight, their career will be going down like that. I don't know about you. I don't want to mention name, but have you heard a lot about Ricardo Banks recently? Yeah. No. Have you heard about Lil Kes recently? No. Oh, no. See, I'm sorry, I don't want to mention name, but it's the truth. But people like Two-Face suffered. They were using him to buy Jeeps. They were using him to buy Jeeps. He did not say anything until this. He just served them loyally. Now, it's a big deal. The difference between Two-Face and the band is that one was not just faithful with the person he was serving. It's simple. So please look for the next person staying close to you. Someone that has already been there for a while. Stay with them. Lock up. Just learn for that period. You will not be there forever. But that period, stay true to it. It is sufficient. We all need mentors because we need someone who can release us and say, guy, you will be great. The person might not be great, but you will be great because you have chosen to serve. Do your part. Trust me. You have ticked your spiritual part. You don't tick up. If you don't make it, call me a bastard. I'm telling you the truth. Bro, I'm telling you the honest truth. As I am, I've been able to give my mentors, I've been able to recommend them for jobs. My mentors, I'll recommend them jobs. Please give him the job. How much is it? Give him. They might not even know that I'm the one that did it, but I'll say they should give them. It's not your mentor that will give you job. It's not all the mentor that you think that will now give you events. It's a lie. What you need is grace. And if you can serve, grace will come to you. If you can add good atmosphere and service, bro, you will be big in your own way. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Please, again, please, I can't be your mentor. Everybody, I'm begging you. It's not possible. I can't be your mentor. I'm begging you. Like I said, if you still say that relax, come and be my mentor, it means that you did not hear everything that I've said. It means so. Please, I'm begging you. But I can be your friend. You can send me a message on what you want me to do. I'll be here for you. But I'm sure you understand. So everybody, thank you so much for being amazing. Thank you for joining tonight. Shout out to Neyi, putting everything together. God bless Neyi so much. Shout out to the Rhelax crew. Olawale Jola shows. Shout out to Yetunde. Shout out to the designer. God bless you guys, big. Paul for designing. Thank you guys. You're so amazing. So you can unmute and say your bye-byes before you go. You can send me a personal message tomorrow. So everybody, thank you so much. Neyi, don't be Indian.
Bye-bye, sir. Thank you very much. It was an impactful session.
Thank you, boss.
Thank you, MC Relax.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Relax. God bless. Thank you.
Relax.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, boss. I'm grateful, boss.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, MC Relax.
Thank you very much, MC Relax. We love you. Thank you.
Thank you, MC Relax.
Thank
Amazing.
Thank you. Your blood.
Energy to Relax.
Thank you so much. What of Jerry?
Maybe go there, Jericho.
Thank you so much, MC Relax.
MC Relax.
Yes,
Boss.
No, I don't write them down.
MC Relax. I got a job in your name. Oh.
Are you serious?
Yes. This is MC Still Young.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah. They talk say we look alike.
Holy Ghost fire.
The person could not afford bringing you down. That was in Ekiti. I think I tried to message you then. But before the time I talked about the skits and all of that. So I wanted to say thank you. Your name is helping my life.
God bless you, boss.
They say we look alike. Thank you very much.
It's not a low budget, though. Don't abuse my brother. Laugh, Product, for yourself.
Thank you so much, boss. Thank you so much for this time.
Relax.
Thank you for saying the truth. So many people in the industry will shy away from. Thank you for saying it as it is.
Relax, go and
Not
relax.
as you want us to hear it. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, boss.
Relax, go relax.
I go relax. No,
You don't hear now.
Relax. Relax. Relax.
Yes, boss.
I beg. You get that choke way the way. I beg. I don't think I they come connect.
Bro. William, sorry. Àwọn Yorùbá máa ń sọ pé lórí lè báyìí tó bá ti ń dọ́jú fàdákà ni kò ṣe wúrà.
Relax.
Yes, boss.
My face is actually not showing because there's no light here. But friend of mine here says
your network is betraying you.
The network is betraying you.
Àwọn ayé máa lò bẹ́ẹ̀.
Micah.
Yeah.
You said they do MC me.
I know the dreams. You don't say me I'm a blogger now, but I just joined.
Blogger.
That bros resemble pilot plane day. You feel like a pilot. I thought people go inside that cliff but don't die now.
Yeah, I don't leave video for you.
I was saying they drag people, they make people.
This MC Zula don't be alright. You say they talk, but you don't on mute. Guys, before I go, you get one thing where I hear now. Where I hear today, I don't laugh tire. They talk say, I buy my Benz. You they abuse me, say, why I don't use my money buy land. Shaman, rain on the fall. Enter your land, make I enter my Benz. If I can't do my
This kind of without one. Relax.
Get that land.
I didn't tell you.
I don't know for America. Rough talk.
You don't go use money buy monkey.
I don't see joke where I go use for my next event like that. Benz and land, you don't stick. MC Relax.
I didn't tell you.
Well done,
Guys,
sir.
thanks
a
so much, man. Yeah, guys, have a great night. I need to run.
Thank you very much, sir.
You too, boss.
Thank you, boss. You guys are
No problem. Good night.
I appreciate it.
I did fall for you.
Thank you, Neyi, once
Fall for your
again.
list.
Show them your face and make you say something now.
With the expect
Neyi, wá ti máa gbọ́. Wá ti máa gbọ́, Neyi.
Hello, everyone.
Sure.
Neyi na fine boy.
I greet you all, guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Fine boy.
I'll show you, Paddy.
With the expect
Thank you, guys.
Relax for MC Flex show.
Yeah, we did come.
We dey call bros, my boy. You dey drink beer.
No. You better use your money, go buy moto. No go buy beer. You go buy your beer later.
All
right, guys.
Love and light from the energy queen. Thank you, everybody.
I own a beer.